Okay, hi everybody. Okay, so I gotta warn you, I probably look tired because I'm tired. I've been up since 7 o'clock this morning. So if I'm not exactly all together, like, give me a break. I'll try to do more tomorrow. Cause my plan is to hit the bed and not wake up until I wake up. Like no plan of like 6 a.m. Yeah, no. Okay. So I want to talk about Bold because um I just feel like they haven't better storylines like all the time. And so I'm gonna do kind of talk about as many people as I can. So that's why I didn't do any hashtags because usually what I do now is I highlight one or two people. And since I'm going to talk about a lot of people, I don't want to put a lot of hashtags on there. So, okay. Um, okay. I think I talked about this a little bit before, but I'm going to hopefully expand on it. Whenever you have a major event, there's a ripple effect. Okay. And that's what I'm really interested in. And hopefully they discuss it tomorrow. I really don't know the plan because I thought they were going to do this all week, including tomorrow. But I really feel like they wrapped it up. So I don't know if they're going to talk about it anymore or they're going to move on to another storyline, different people. I don't know. Um, so, but just for the 4 days, Kevin Brown, of course, gets the star of the week. Um, Okay, honorable mentions are uh, Torsten K, because he was actually funny this week, and kind of, I guess Jacqueline McInnes would. Although I want to talk about her today a little bit because, see, all right, I think there's something going on with some characters of okay, and I'm gonna use two examples. One's on bold, one isn't. But I'm trying to make a point here. So, um, okay, Phyllis on YNR, and then Steffi on bold. And the reason I say that is because Phyllis, I don't know. They used to write her as she always did everything for her family. And so even if she did something a little bit outside the lines, then you could kind of forgive it because you say she's doing it for her family. Well, now they're writing her so strange that you can't even forgive that. You can't even say, oh, but she's doing it for a good reason because it's like, why is she doing that? I don't know. Um, I mean, she did something so bad that she alienated all of her family and then also kind of alienated Kane, yeah. But it's just astonishing to me that she can still have the face of like, what? What are you talking about? I did something? Yeah, you did. Okay, so tying it back to both. Okay, so Steffi is Taylor's daughter. We all know that, right? So today, she said something about because Taylor was trying to take responsibility for some of the stuff, right? But then Steffi says, "Well, it's not your fault." No, no, don't say that, Mom. And I'm like, no, yes, please do say that because you are responsible for this. Because okay, here's how it goes in my head. If Deacon and Taylor hadn't been cheating, then um, yeah, Sheila wouldn't have been suspicious and all the stuff to begin with. and then, it's all the ripple effect. Okay. But Taylor and Deacon's actions were the impetus for all this. So, yeah, Taylor should take at least 50% ownership. And don't tell me that, well, she tried to fight it. No, she didn't. No, she did not. Because if she really tried to fight it and she fought it, then this wouldn't have happened. No, I don't like, and I know that my painting of that sounded a lot of black and white. And I know there's a lot of gray involved. But I'm also saying that some things are supposed to be black and white, which are marriage. Okay, what I mean is, okay, what do I mean? Okay, when you're married to somebody or in a committed relationship, and I mean committed, both sides are committed, right? Okay, it's kind of understood that you don't go out with other people. And it's kind of like understood. You shouldn't have to say, don't go out with other people. Like, don't cheat. You shouldn't have to say, don't cheat on me, please. Okay? And the way Taylor and Deacon were acting was like, I don't care. Well, I'm just a teenager in love, and you can't stop me. And you're over 40. Stop it. No. Okay? If I was somebody's wife, I put myself in the shoes. If I was married to somebody and he cheated on me, oh, he'd be out of here so quick, you wouldn't, the door wouldn't hit him. There's no, I understand. No. When you're married to somebody, you take vows. The vows are taken seriously. If you don't want to do the vows, then get out of the marriage by divorce. There is such a thing as divorce, separation, and divorce. Yes, I know it's not the popular vote, but it can't be done. So don't come crying to me, Argentina, for like, oh, but we couldn't. No, no. You're a rational thinking human being. Therefore, you should be able to control yourself and say no. Or talk to somebody like a rational person and say, I don't think this is working for me anymore. So, whatever happens to Taylor, happens to Taylor, man. I got no sympathy. And I got no sympathy for Deacon either. It's equal opportunity. I got no sympathy for the both of them. Sorry. So yeah, yeah. I gotta get away from this storyline. I'm too invested. Like there's invested and there's like the level, and I'm getting to the. Yeah, I got it. Please give me another storyline because I think I've now talked about this to the point I can talk about it, and then you're gonna start to see me get like level 2. You don't want to see me level 2, okay? Because then I'll start talking about like personal experiences, really, and you don't want that. So yeah, just don't do it, okay? Don't do it. It has effects on everybody, the people involved, the kids, other family members, maybe your friends, maybe whatever. Just don't do it. We all have choices in life. Just say no. Okay, and then also I have to talk about the other angle, which I talk about sometimes too. Okay, so there are adult children in this scenario, right? Meaning Hope and Deke. And I guess, well, no, Tanner Laughlin doesn't really count. Only because, yes, he is Sheila's biological son. However, they have no contact. Okay? So there's only two adult children involved in this. However, um, yeah, some people were pointing out that, you know, maybe Hope and Deke shouldn't have been so for like excited or whatever about their dad getting with somebody else. And yeah, I'm starting to agree with that because I kind of thought about it from the side of no matter what your kids say, you still have the deciding vote, if you will. And I wonder from that angle. But the other angle is maybe the kids shouldn't have been so gung ho about him cheating on somebody to be with somebody else. Because I'm surprised somebody didn't say you could not be with Sheila before you do that. But I guess, see, once again, I have it's not trouble, but it's like, I have this thing where I can't separate um, reality from like soap, whatever. And no, that's not what I mean. What I mean is like, you have to be able to suspend your disbelief, and I can do it. But when it hits close to home, I have more trouble doing it. And in soap world, apparently you can cheat on your spouse, and you just deal with the consequences later. And whatever. I mean, that's the way to go, but it's just not realistic. So that's a me problem, not a them problem. Sorry. All right. Bye, guys.